name is Matt Hardy, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Sauce. While you're here, I want you to like and subscribe, because this is where you can find the best content about what is actually happening in the wrestling world. And a shout out to them boiled egg boys. Delete! Delete! Delete!
Pro Wrestling Sauce. Jacob and Josh. Pro Wrestling Sauce. Pro Wrestling Sauce.
What's up? What's up? We're here.
Dude, what's up? We are here.
We are. Pro Wrestling Sauce, dude. Nate's
Yeah.
back. You missed
I
missed
am.
a week.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
I had and it's funny that you asked, because
It's funny.
when I watched back the VOD, you said I went to a food tasting, and I didn't look back at our messages, but it was a food festival for like the sheriff department.
Yeah, I just spiced it up a little bit.
Yeah, so it was just like a bunch of foods, like samplings, and a bunch of alcohol. Really, it was mostly
You did
alcohol.
do some food tasting.
But it wasn't any like crazy places. It was like your basic places, like the Chili's and like.
Bro,
they
but
just
you
had
were
little
tasting their
bites.
food.
I guess so. Yeah. So I guess
Yeah,
it's a
man,
food tasting.
you're a bastard man who was going around tasting food.
But some places you already knew what they taste like.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if I'd sampled Chili's like you just said. Ugh.
No, Chili's had the wackest one. Guess what they gave out?
What?
A bag of chips and salsa.
What?
I was like, this is so inconvenient, because now I got this big ass bag of chips I gotta carry around with this cup of salsa.
Yeah,
So I ended up,
is
like-
it a greasy bag of chips too? Like freshly fried chips?
It didn't. That I remember. I don't think it was like greasy. Like the bag wasn't greasy, but it was just inconvenient, because everything was like a little plate or napkin.
They're giving
And
you
it was like the
pre-made
little-
chips.
It was like the little little bite, you know what I'm saying, and then you throw away.
Oh,
Chili's
not
gives
a
you a
little
whole
bite.
bag, and then like Chili gives you like a whole bag, and it's like now I gotta carry this whole bag around with me.
That's
no.
that's definitely inconvenient. What was your favorite thing you tasted there, though?
Oh, there's this one stand that had fried catfish. It was really good.
Ooh, put any sauce
did,
on
like-
that? Did you put sauce on something
No,
like that?
I wasn't any. All they had was ketchup or tartar, and I don't want ketchup. That's just disrespecting the fish.
No,
No,
that's
tartar.
not. I like ketchup on fish. What's wrong with that?
No, I don't. I think hot sauce is the best thing.
Do you
for
like
fish.
fish sticks with ketchup?
No, I don't eat fish sticks, so I can't say.
See, I
Not
feel
like
like
that, I
if
don't
when the
like fish
fish is in a
sticks, but-
stick, it's already being like really disrespected.
I feel like fresh fish like that's fried. It's hot sauce. Hot sauce tastes the best on it.
It does taste good. You put a little squirt of lemon on there.
And then hot sauce. That's the best combination.
Yeah, I agree. Are you a tartar boy? Do you like tartar?
Nah, but I never actually tried tartar. But it doesn't. Nothing's like
Uh-oh.
interested me. Oh my God, he's
Play
he's
his
in here.
song.
2 minutes in.
Yeah,
I got it.
you got one.
I don't know about y'all, but I went 100% on the bad blood predictions. 100%. I didn't miss.
Dude, I only
Welcome
missed
everybody in. Let me welcome everybody in real quick before Jake gets in here and starts riling it up. Welcome everybody into Pro Wrestling Sauce. I'm Josh O'Leary, and I'm joined, as always, with my co-host Jacob and my other co-host Cowboy Nate.
Look at that shirt.
Boo!
Nate, virtual high five.
Boo! Do not high five over the camera. That is illegal. You're both banned now. You both have to leave now. Isn't that crazy? Oh, we forgot to
Right
add
off
Cowboy
island.
Nate's name down at the bottom in the hosts.
Yeah, Cowboy Nate.
Dang.
He's been
I leave
gone
for one episode.
You leave for one episode, dude.
Yeah, and then you're fired.
No, it's because it doesn't match up when me and Jake use the other camera.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Welcome in, everybody. We're here every Wednesday at 10:15 Eastern Standard Time, right here on Slipperhouse Extra Extra YouTube channel, talking wrestling. And this past weekend on Saturday, we had Bad Blood. Now, before we break down the pay-per-view, I feel like this is an easier way. Before we break down the pay-per-view, let me get everybody's individual rating out of 5. Out of 5 stars, what'd you give Bad Blood? Cowboy Nate, we'll start with you.
3.5.
Sauce it up, says Don. That's right, Donnie.
3.5.
3.5 from Cowboy. Jacob, you're up next.
Quattro, 4.
A 4?
It was a good pay-per-view.
I thought you would give it higher.
There's a reason why it's not a 5.
I'm gonna give it a 3. Just a 3. Solid 3.
There's a reason.
I'm not giving any points. Okay.
There's a reason it's not a 5.
What's your reasoning behind it, Jake?
The ending had to be ruined.
Okay, well, I will agree with you there, but that's the second thing on the docket, and we'll get there when we break down the pay-per-view. We're not going to skip ahead that far.
And hey, boys, just wanted to say that I'm a little bit in pain still. You know, I got stung by 4 yellow jackets.
Oh, it was 2. Now it's 4. See, this story's going to
I have 2
increase
stings
as
on my
it goes
leg.
on.
I thought
Jake
your hemorrhoids
was
are starting to act up.
Jake was
I have 2 stings on my arm and 2 on my back.
Jake was stung by bees, and now it's like it's a whole thing.
Didn't even.
Jake was
didn't
attacked
even-
by what do you call it? What were those things that everybody was worried about? The hornet, the murder hornet. He was stung by
attacked by
5 murder hornets.
hornets, and as soon as I got done, I went and dipped my butt and watched See No Evil, and now I'm okay.
Dang. I thought it was your hemorrhoids acting up. That's what
I
was
don't have
going on.
hemorrhoids. I poop nice.
I poop nice.
I poop nice.
I poop nice.
I poop nice. Wow, that could be an actual catchphrase.
No hemorrhoids.
No, you don't have to say anything about hemorrhoids. Say just I poop nice.
I poop nice.
Listen, yep,
Problems pooping.
clean. Jake, we know you don't have problems pooping. You don't need to
Should
announce
be
it here.
This should be part of a hemorrhoid commercial, like hemorrhoid cream commercial. Like, do you need hemorrhoid cream?
Oh,
No.
Jake could
Nice.
definitely be a spokesperson for creamies.
I could, because when you go to it's a beautiful day and you're going to the beach, it's like Tampa Bay. Oh, sorry. And
Well, it's not a beautiful day there now.
that was the point why I said it.
Jake, you're trying to make a hurricane joke while it's happening. I don't think that's
Joe
gonna go over good.
Yeah, Joe Milton's in Tampa Bay. But no, it's like I already know how I would start the commercial if I was in there for creamies.
So you're on the beach with sand. Is that what you said? You start.
You're going for a tan. This commercial would start off with me like this. I'd be like, what a wonderful day. Let me get up and go to the ocean. And then I'd get up and go, ooh, I feel like I'm chafing. And I'd be like, you know what that means?
He would say that. He would say there'd be a zoom in on his face there, and he would say, "I feel like I'm chafing."
And then I'd, hey, bring me some creamy. And then it would get music.
He gets on the phone and says, he sings. He then gets on the
Bring me
phone
some
and
creamy.
sings, "Hey, get me some creamy."
And it would start a musical. It'd be like, creamy, the cream that shakes away the chafe.
Dude,
Well,
I
that's
feel like
pretty
you've done this
good.
commercial.
That
Have
was
you done
pretty
this commercial already?
creamy, the cream that shakes away the chafe.
Oh my god. I feel like this is like rehearsed.
Dude, who do we pitch this to? Who's the creamy of the adults? Preparation H? No, that's hemorrhoids.
That's
Again.
A&D. That's the brand. It's called
A&D? That's
A&D.
just diaper rash.
Yeah, but I used it for chafing. It was
No, I think they just have like a regular ointment, or it's like Aquifer.
I have Aquaphor. You use that for dry skin.
But you can use it for chafing, right?
It's A&D creamies. was it was like a clear.
Creamy.
It was like a tube. It was a long, skinny tube.
Was it brown and yellow?
It was.
Okay, then that's A&D.
Yeah, it was A&D. And I remember I would always like
Yeah.
every time we'd go on the beach.
I think Nate might have left to get some creamies. He might be feeling a little rough.
Does he have some creamies? You can see Nate in the corner right there. He's definitely going to get some cream. He's got creamies in the fridge, dude.
Keeping it cold.
Oh, he had to get a Coca-Cola. He got a Coca-Cola.
Jake on an episode of Cribs just opens his fridge and he's like, check out the line.
cream.
The cream.
Yeah, you don't
Cream
wanna
on
put- You
deck.
don't want to put that hot.
You don't want to be chafing.
You don't want to put that
Wait.
hot creamies on your hot chafe. You need to make it cold so it's not burning anymore.
He's like, they catch me
You
playing
ready?
a lot of sand volleyball. I'm not
see if
trying
you
to.
guys can hear this.
There's a whole series of commercials we can pitch to A&D. Please contact us. We have your commercial ready.
Yep.
Right here.
Already rehearsed.
Yep.
All right, ready?
Anyway, bad blood. Let's get back to the show here. First match, Jake. What was the first match on the program here?
Kicked off with the match of the night. It was the Hell in a Cell versus Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk.
The most upsetting match for me. Definitely the most upsetting match. I was devastated here right at the beginning of the pay-per-view. Right after the first match, it ruined the rest of the night for me. The pay-per-view it set the tone for the pay-per-view for me, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm not getting what I want here. So, and I felt like I didn't feel good going into the next match. This is where I lose predictions right away, because I picked, out of the three of us, I'm the only one who picked Drew McIntyre, and he lost to CM Punk in this Hell in a Cell. A really good match, though, I will say. Give it down to both men. I enjoyed this match very much. We recorded ourselves, not recorded, but live streamed. We were live streaming on the channel here, our reactions during that. But, dude, the playback, YouTube fucked up the playback, dude.
Yeah.
If you go back and try to watch it, it's like all
Bad.
choppy and shit. Like, and I'm like, is it because I had my phone settings like all like high? I changed my phone settings for the occasion because we were looking crispy clear on the live, and then when it goes to upload, it's doo-doo mixed McDoo stain, and it's like what's the deal, YouTube? Don't do that again with the lives. It's never done that before, so I don't know what the deal was with that one. Maybe I'll keep it to a lower grade standard definition next time, so it's not so. I don't know. It doesn't make sense why it was perfect on the live, because I didn't get any complaints. Dirt was in the chat the whole time. Anyway, we recorded our reactions, and I was very upset, and I wish I could go back and get a good clip of that for the YouTube shorts, but I can't.
I wasn't in
Damn it.
when the ref counted to 3. I was too busy legit, and
You weren't in the viewing?
I was not in the viewing. I was not in the picture-in-picture.
Oh, that's because you were standing up celebrating.
I was, because I knew it was over.
Nate, where were you?
It was a Sunday morning.
It was
in
a Saturday
hotel.
afternoon.
Well,
It was 6 o'clock on a Saturday.
I watched the early Sunday morning in a hotel in Pittsburgh.
That's right.
That, dude. I'm really upset that you didn't come to my section and enjoy some chicken tenders with me.
Yeah, Jake was at the game. You didn't see him?
I was at the game.
Nah,
I saw
dude.
y'all lose.
Snap.
Saw y'all lose. Y'all can't even beat
Yeah,
Dallas. Y'all are sorry.
There's reasonings, but I mean, we're talking.
I
About
don't.
wrestling.
I
Let's
mean,
talk
you're one of the
about
few
Steelers
people that
football.
did see him lose, because by the time they lost, most of us on the East Coast were asleep.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, it was
yeah, because
late.
Pittsburgh, they're scared of thunder. Who used to be
No,
scared? Who's scared of thunder?
I was sitting in the stadium as it was raining and lightning. I literally have videos of, because I sat so high up, there was like a roof above us, and like you could just see I have videos where it's like just the rain. You can see the rain. It's pretty nice. It's
Yeah,
actually nice to
why would
see.
y'all be scared of thunder? Like, who's scared of thunder nowadays?
No, there's people sitting, like where they were getting rain on, and I was just like, cool.
Yeah, I mean that'd be fun.
10, I'd be freaking out.
Yeah. But enough about Steelers losing. Let's talk about.
That was my
wrestling.
football minute. That's all.
Well, what do you have to say about CM Punk and Drew McIntyre's matchup here? What were your favorite parts of the match, and
okay.
what are you giving? Give me your overall ranking at the end of your spiel here.
Okay. So my favorite parts of the match was obviously the toolbox spot
Yeah, the which toolbox spot? Because they use the toolbox or the tools throughout for the initial hit with the toolbox.
Yeah, from the behind. But my favorite thing about that match is when Drew picked him up from the apron and suplexed him through the table. Legit, and CM Punk didn't even like jump. That was Drew, just pure. That was just pure beef strength. Through the table, clean landing, and then after that was a toolbox spot, and then the wrenches. That's what cut him, like 12 stitches. Like, dude, like
12 staples, actually, 12 staples.
Yes.
They needed a stronger substance than a stitch to stitch that skull back together.
and it was like I said, they tore the house down. And like I said, I give that was a 5-star match. That was really good. 5-star match for CM Punk.
I'm gonna give it 4. I'm gonna give it 4. It's not. It didn't blow me away. It was fun. I thought the wrench spots were fun, but a little overdone. I was like, okay, wrench again. Here we go. We're grabbing the wrench again. And yeah, I don't know. I wish there was a little bit more weapons and get a little. I don't know, more stuff. Get some more stuff.
I
Yeah,
think it was I think I agree with the 4 only because well no okay so the spot the table spot the toolbox was great. The Claymore and him hitting the stairs was good. I just feel
Oh
like
yeah, that was good. That was really good.
I just didn't think they
Yeah.
okay, and this could just be a casual fan of mine like mindset. I feel like they didn't use the cage at all, really.
No, just at the beginning when like CM Punk first got shot put into it.
Yeah, but
Like,
I feel
no one
they
tried
could use
to-
the cage more.
Yeah, true. I mean, the cage wasn't used quite a lot here.
So it's like, what's
Yeah.
the point of the cage? You might as well just made it a extreme.
Well, the
rules
point of the
match.
cage is no escape. This was a Hell in a Cell. There's no escaping
Yeah.
a cell. If it's a cage match, you can escape the cage. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, the steel cage. Yeah, no that. But
Yeah.
I'm saying like more usage of the cage. I mean, I'm not saying do like Undertaker, Mankind type shit, but like just a little bit more usage. I feel like it needed. But other than that, I thought it was a decent match.
I don't think that's that. I think that's a fair complaint.
If you go back to our live stream when he went for the Claymore and landed on the side of the steps, we
Oh, yeah,
both
you guys liked
reacted.
it.
Yeah, we both were like, "Ow!" Like,
Yeah.
no, thank you.
Yeah, nice spot. Really nice. Enjoyed watching that. Enjoyed watching that spot. Brutal though. Brutal.
But yeah, that toolbox shot was crazy. That was, and he was just gushing blood.
How
and
many
I was
stars
like,
are
oh
you
my-
giving it, Cowboy?
I think it's a 4 because like it had good moments. I just like I said, I feel like what makes it not a good match was I just feel like they just needed more use of the cage. I don't know.
Yeah, if it's on, like if you know, heaven allowed it and the WWE network was still around to this day, and I could just play random matches at will on the TV and they would just scroll and play, then and that one came on, I'd definitely let it play. I wouldn't be skipping
Oh,
over
yeah.
that one. I'd be like, oh, this is a good one. You know, I'd let that.
Yeah.
It was fun, and I mean, even though I wasn't happy with the outcome in the end, I was like, oh, I appreciate that match. That match was very good, and a hell of a way to start this show, which led us into the very highly anticipated second match of the night.
Damien and Finn.
No, it was Bailey
Damien?
versus Nia Jax.
Oh yeah, it was.
After
Oh, yeah.
all of
Damien
that,
Finn,
after
yeah.
that hype mess that we just had, they were like, they were like, do you have a Hershey squirt in your butt? Go
Go do it now.
do it now, Jake. Make sure you have your
Cream. Oh, he forgot.
Creamy.
Yeah, how would you? Yeah, look at that. No, yeah, you do. You could. What if
Oh,
you wipe
wait.
too aggressive? You could
He
need it
deserves
for
it.
any point, dude. It's for the chafe. Come on, Jake. Damn it. You're supposed to say your A and D. A and D is the one for me. It's the only it's cures the chafe with a little creamy. Oh.
For me, what better way than to use some creamy?
You can't say cream twice.
I said cream.
There's just too much creaming going on.
Yeah, it's too much creamy. Yeah, Uncle Creamy. Yeah, you're the new Uncle Creamy.
Maybe.
But Drew McIntyre, I think, is taking time off. I don't think you'll see him for a while.
Well, Punk is too.
Punk's gonna take. Don't buy that.
Yeah.
I'm not believing that. I think he's gonna help Bronson Reed win.
I also feel like they're stepping away with that storyline because it's gone so far. Now they're stepping back into
Seth and Punk.
others. Yeah, they're stepping into other stories. So they're kind of like, okay, let's put this one aside. Let's go on to something else.
I see Seth turning heel very soon.
Now that's your WrestleMania match is Seth Rollins and CM Punk.
You think so still?
I think that's a
Yes,
good one.
I think that is. I
a
think
good one.
I saw you. I know you got to stare down with Seth and Jay. I don't think there's much to it there. I think that's just hey, I mean, he would be dumb not to stare him down, just to be like okay with. He did get interrupted. Let's not forget. Come on. So I don't think there was anything there with that. I think the match is CM Punk, Seth Rollins, WrestleMania. That's definitely what's happening there. And if you want my full opinion there, I don't know if I want to get into it all, but Jey Uso, I don't see keeping that title, but it's on the docket. We have it coming up. So let's move on to what'd you give the second match? How many stars did you give Nia Jax versus
Nia.
Bayley?
2.
Yeah.
Give
It's the
it
same
2.
storyline they've been pushing the
I gave
entire
it-
time.
So boring.
I give it 1. Terrible. It's predictable. Tiffany's gonna come out and tease the shit.
I thought she was actually gonna cash in.
Dude, there's
I
people
was
who
hoping
really.
she cashed in.
Yeah, but there's people who love Tiffany. I don't get it. What does she do? I don't ever see her doing anything besides
Let's
just
be real.
standing near Nia.
Her looks. It's her looks.
It's her looks. It's just that she's hot.
Yeah.
It's hard to imagine her pooping, so we love her.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I'll never forget that argument I had with a guy on TikTok. I got kicked out. I got banned off TikTok Live because this guy was he was saying oh my gosh, I love Rhea Ripley. I wish I was that. I wish I was that chair. I wish I was that chair. And then I commented, I was like, dude, do you know that Rhea probably had extreme diarrhea in the past week? Do you know that butt is probably pooping?
No, it's not probably, Jake.
It is.
There's a book out there. It's called Everyone Poops.
Yeah, and he kicked me out of the live
She
for it.
eats
He was like, dude.
Vegemite.
Yeah, he was like, dude.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, and the guy in the live, he was like, dude, we don't talk like that here. He was like, dude, you just killed the vibe. And I was like, I'm not killing the vibe. I'm being honest here. She poops.
You should have been like, at least, I'm sorry I'm not chubbed up like the rest of you and want to
Yeah.
sit here in the chat.
And you know what?
talk
You know
about
what
Rhea
else she
Ripley.
does? You know what else she does whenever she's having a real rough time? You know what Rhea Ripley does?
She rips farts.
God, dude, he misses the opportunity every time. A real rough time.
Creamy.
It's rough.
creamy.
Creamies, dude. You're gonna lose the sponsorship. We don't even have it yet, and they're
Okay.
not. They're not even gonna. Nate's hitting it the note every time. They're gonna send Nate a letter and be like, "Cowboy Nate, do you want to rub cream on your butt and be our new sponsorship?
That should have been the punishment, dude.
You're a new spokesman."
That should have been the punishment. Punishment should have been someone has to rub cream.
Well, I'll get to that. I'll get to the punishment once we get to the end of the
Yeah.
pay-per-view. Well, I'm just going to let you know now and here, we do not have it here yet because it is going to be left up to a vote.
Snap.
A vote. I'm actually going to put it on the channel. I'll tell you now anyway. We're going to put it on the channel. We're coming up with 4 things.
For you to do.
4 things that whichever one wins is the one I'm doing.
Okay.
So, and I think there will be some enticing options that you'll like. I'll tell you the 4 at the end of the Bad Blood talk here.
Okay.
So let's move on to the third match. What was the third
Alright.
match?
The third
That
match.
was Damian Finn.
That was
What?
that was Damian and Finn.
It was right after that. Yeah, so I was
Yeah.
pissed immediately. Right after CM Punk Drew, right after me feeling that horrible downfall of Drew McIntyre inside the cell, I had to move
Honk
on.
Shoe.
I had to move on to Honk Shoe Bailey and Nia. No offense to Nia or Bailey, really. I mean, just
love Nia, but she's
boring. Yeah, this is
Same
it was just
storyline.
boring. Yeah, it was just boring. I had to move on from that to my boy Finn. Let's give him his due here. Let's put his big weenie on the screen. There's Finn. Finn's weenie. And I was hoping he'd win, but he didn't win. And he even came out with a cool mask that had a stripe on it, and I was like, "Damn, he's cool." And he didn't win. Damn Damn it.
And then after that match, you were like, well, I lost the predictions.
Yeah, I know. I was very pissed. I was like, God dang it. I was like, it's all over for me.
I haven't missed.
Yeah. Now, Nate, did you get this one wrong?
Yes, I did. I picked Finn as well, but I got Liv right in the last two.
Okay.
Because didn't we all pick Liv? I think we all picked Liv.
We did.
Liv? Yeah, we all picked Liv.
Okay. Well, yeah, I lost here. This match was all right.
I have to fart. So.
Well, do you have any like? Yeah, go exit. What are you doing? You mean you can't hold a fart in here? Don't be dude. Yeah, Lori could come in here at any moment, bust through the door with a sword.
But yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like the
Going
first
out to the
match.
oh my God, dude! You could hear it from the hallway.
I feel like the first match really screwed you. You losing the first match to like set the tone. for
Dude,
your,
them putting it on
prediction.
first screwed me. As soon as I
Yeah.
found out it wasn't the main event, I was like, damn it.
Yeah, we'll get to the main event.
Yeah, Punk can't win a main event.
Mm.
That's why I had to put it on first.
But now it makes sense why they put Cody and them as the main event because they had the Rock thing going. They're not gonna put Rock in the middle or whatever.
Don't say that. Don't say it. Stop.
Sorry.
We'll get to the
Sorry.
stupid end of the
Just saying.
pay-per-view. This match was all right. I give it like 2.5, 3 stars.
Give it 3.
2.
Wow, low rating, and I expected more out of this. You know what? I would
I didn't expect more.
after seeing Raw the next night, and
Being confused at the end.
besides all the commercial interruptions, I would say that a good replacement for this match would have been the Donnybrook match between Sheamus and Pete Dunne, because that was a hell of a match. And if it would have gotten more time and no commercial interruption and all that stuff on the pay-per-view, it would have been fantastic. And I think we would have been dealt a better hand there, card-wise. But I expected more. Didn't get more. Didn't get what I wanted. Next match. What was the next match on the card, Dick?
Morgan and Rhea Ripley with Dom in a shark cage.
Dom in a shark cage. Nate, were you excited about to see Dominic Mysterio in a shark cage? What did you think they were going to pull off here?
Honestly, I don't know.
I kind of
just
saw
figured-
what it was coming when he went in the cage. I was like, oh. And when I saw he wasn't directly above the ring, I was like, they're pulling something here. Because normally they would put them directly above the ring. Am I right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So,
He almost died.
well, no, he didn't almost die. He was hooked up. Before they were getting him locked in there, they locked his leg and had him hooked up nice. And it was a nice, safe fall. Stop eating ice.
I love ice.
Okay, well, it's very noisy. It's not a good.
I think- I didn't
podcast
expect
there.
the Raquel return. I don't know if you guys
Yeah,
did.
well, that's what I was getting to. The Raquel return was very, actually kind of exciting. I was like, oh, okay, puts a new dynamic to the, more power in the Judgment Day. Dude, she could take out some guys absolutely no problem. And she's a good backup to,
Former tag champ.
to hold Rhea. Hold on, I'll get to you, man. Don't talk while I'm talking. Talk when you have the mic and stop eating ice, dude. It's so noisy. Like, for real, stop. My God, it's like noisy. You just hear you crunching, and then yeah, well, it's not a good thing to have on the show, so you can't even handle it.
I just spit it all out.
Yeah, you always do something. Just bring a water up here. What are you doing, Jake? Jesus Christ.
I'm good now. A little rough.
Yeah, we're trying to talk about the show. The wrestling show. Not listen to you be like.
Mukbang.
There's not a mukbang. There's not ice mukbangs. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. This match was fun. I thought this was probably my second favorite match on the card tonight. This was my second favorite match that happened. Was this match, and it was just zany and fun. And the ending was kind of predictable. I thought it was dumb that it was a disqualification.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been a little bit better if someone got the pin. It stings a little bit more when someone gets the pin.
Rhea should have gotten taken out by Raquel without the ref seeing it.
Yeah, like something like that. Yeah.
And then Liv should have pinned her. With Dom upside down.
Yeah, with Dom upside down, like and he's clapping and all that stuff. Yeah, something should have happened there. I don't know. I think the ref may have called an audible or something. I'm not sure what happened. Some disarray happened at the end, but it was still okay. It was still fun, and I give it 3.5. I'll give it 3.5 stars.
I'll give it 3. Give it 3, just because of the DQ. It doesn't deserve that.
Don't blame Dairy Queen,
I love Dairy Queen. Nice little Arctic Rush.
dude. But you know what happens is that when Dom actually fell out of the cage, the thing they had wrapped around his leg, it was wrapped higher, and it rubbed his inner thigh really really bad. And you know what he needed after that?
He needs some creamies, dude. He needed some creamies because, he had that nice little welt. Those red welts that just burn. That just burn like hell, dude. They burn, they sting, and you don't want to sweat on it because it burns. Even when you take a shower, it burns. You got to just get some creamy on it. You got to let the creamy dry. Because you know what's better than, what do you call it? Than hot skin that is nice and chafy? Creamy, because it saves the day.
That's some of that
There you
makes sense. Get yours today.
Hashtag creamy.
Hashtag no more burn. You know
Extra
what I'm
creamy.
saying?
No more burns.
When Seth Rollins wants to burn it down, we want to cream it up.
There you go.
What?
I don't know about that one actually.
What?
Now that
A&D. Getting crazy. All right, enough about the creamies.
Then it was the main event.
Let's get to the main event.
Tag team
How did you?
Solo, Jacob Fatu versus
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get the microphone to your mouth before you just spew it out. What was the main event, Jake?
It was Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu, and they were a team, versus Cody and Roman in a tag team match. And I would say the match was great. The match was a good match. It was a good tag team match until the very end.
Yeah, I mean it
Wait,
was an
what?
okay match. I mean, it was what it was. I mean, you got kind of predictable. Yeah, you got two returns there. I said Jimmy Uso return. Big pop for Jimmy Uso. Nate, were you excited to see Jimmy?
Dude, he finally made his return. We've been calling it for what, 2 pay-per-views now? Like he's returning, and he finally returns.
Jim Uso is back. He's back, and
It's all setting up one thing.
it is setting up one thing. And now we have the inevitable thing that happened here that we have to talk about at the end of this match. The second return, The Rock. Now,
The final ball.
were you shocked to see The Rock return here?
Honestly, it was spoiled on X for me. So,
Oh, okay. Well, were you shocked that when you saw the news?
no, because it's about that time that he comes back for the storyline. So, it was kind of like, when is he gonna come back? And
Yeah.
I feel like this was like the right time, anyways.
Yeah,
This
the
is
lead.
the time last year. This is the time last year everything started kicking off for the storyline. So,
Yeah. You start gearing up towards Mania, dude.
yeah.
So turning on the heat. Oh yeah.
So it's making sense, and I feel like it's gonna be him leading the new bloodline against Cody and Roman.
Yes. Possibly not Cody though.
Or just be Roman. But I feel
Roman.
like-
So you have Roman, you have Jimmy, and soon you will have again Jay.
Mhm.
Because Jay is going to lose that title to the man who he took it from, Braun Breaker. That is what's going to happen. We gave it to. I mean, it's a back and forth title exchange here. This is what happened. This is what's gonna happen. And just when I don't know, Jey Uso is all down and out. Maybe his brother comes to his side and says, "Hey, man, I know you lost the title, or however it may goes. Jey Uso is gonna end up back over there." And Bronson, Jesus, Jake, and Bronson is gonna get that title back. Plus, Jacob thought last week that he was turning babyface, and I was like, "There's no way he's turning babyface. I don't believe it. I'm not buying it for an instant." I don't know. It just doesn't seem right, but it did seem weird that he was out there shaking hands and all that with Jey Uso. But we got our answer on Monday Night Raw, and Braun is he's definitely a bad guy. He's definitely a mean man. Still a mean man.
So now this is just like future like ideas. So do you think are they doing like Rock Roman this year, and then it like Rock defeats
Yes.
Roman, and it goes into Rock versus Cody for a Universal Championship?
Okay, so I don't know how it's gonna lead into there. We'll have to see how it goes. Hold on, stop, Jake. You don't know how it's going. Okay, you have a prediction, but I think that there's a little. I don't think what I think they should do here is that Roman and Rock, if it is at WrestleMania, it doesn't need the title. It doesn't need it. The Rock when he returned, he walked out with the title. Why can't it be for that one? You know, like, why does The Rock have a title but he wants to fight for another one? But let's put it back on Roman. So Roman would have to get it back if The Rock's gonna fight Roman, and I just don't see that happening. I don't think that Cody's gonna lose it to Roman before Mania. You know, and to be quite honest, there was a lot more involvement and engagement from the IWC with the stuff that wasn't shown at Bad Blood, and that's Kevin Owens attacking Cody Rhodes, caught on camera by fans, not by WWE, by his bus, which was really interesting. It's a cool angle. Everybody was into it. I saw, honestly, I almost saw more talk about that than I did The Rock returning. I saw more, I saw more people being like, damn, did you see Kevin Owens? He just beat up Cody. The thing went off the air and he beat up Cody. So, dude, I don't know, man. I don't think they need that for that storyline. I think you keep that storyline what it is. You put the title in there, then all of a sudden I just don't care about the title that much anymore. You know?
So I don't think it's Cody passing it back. Sorry, but I don't think Cody's passing it back to Roman. I'm thinking like Rock versus Roman for like tribal chief type stuff. I'm thinking like
for the
whole
lay,
champ.
for the Rock's belt.
And then Rock versus Cody, just because how they left off in January, Rock was like, "I'm coming for that belt," type of thing. Or
It's gonna happen the first month. It's gonna happen on the first episode on Netflix.
What?
Rock's versus Cody for the title.
Okay.
It'll happen the first episode on Netflix.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good prediction. That's where that Rock will not win.
Rock will win.
What? He'll dethrone Cody right there on Netflix.
I can see it because it's Netflix. It's everybody's gonna get a draw, and
I mean, it's a draw to have Roman versus Cody, but it could end in bananas. It doesn't have to end in a winner. It can end in a disqualification. It could end in just the match goes into total chaos.
I personally think that Rock's gonna be doing a match in the next.
Because if you think Roman's not getting involved in that match, you're crazy. If you think he's just going to allow The Rock to go out there and fight for the title that he was holding, you know, fight for the title against the guy that took it from him, no.
I just see Rock. I think this is all leading right now to War Games. Because you're gonna get Cody. Cody will still be a part of it. It'll be Cody, Roman, Jimmy, Jay, and Sammy versus Jacob Fatu, Rock, Solo, and the Tongans.
I mean, that'd be a hell of a show. That'd be a hell of a War Games.
I think this to get the feud up. You have the Rock win. You have the New Bloodline win.
Yeah, in the War Games match? Yeah, they definitely. I would definitely put the New Bloodline over in that match, too. I don't disagree there.
Roman gets pinned by Rock.
You don't think instead of Sammy,
Definitely,
they do Seth?
Roman gets pinned by Rock. Yeah, definitely make it a big deal.
What about instead of Sammy, you do Seth?
No, Seth wasn't a part. It's Sammy.
No, it's Sammy. It's definitely got to be Sammy.
Well, I was just thinking because Seth was involved with everything last year, so he still has that beef with The Rock and stuff.
Sammy was in the Bloodline, dude.
No, I know, but I was just saying because.
And that's below Seth at this point, dude. This is below Seth at this point. Seth's a singles competitor. He doesn't need to be thrown into some big tag match with all the Samoans where he'll just be a background fodder. Sammy actually isn't background fodder in that case. He's more of a star. Like, he's a star in that match.
No, man,
That's the
I
case.
agree. I think Sammy would be better, but I
Yeah,
was just thinking Seth as well.
You have the rock pin Roman, and the crowd's like, "Oh my god!" I could see Michael Cole now. Rock pin Roman, and then that's when Solo takes the Ulafant, whatever it's called, and puts it on the Rock's head, and then they all acknowledge the Rock, and then that starts the Roman and Rock feud.
I mean, that's pretty good. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're getting. Honestly,
Yeah, that's not bad. I like that. Leading to that, okay, we hit the Rock returns. Yep, Seth. Speaking of Seth, yeah, good segue from Cowboy there. Seth is back, and he is back for big beef. He wants a big piece of beef. He said, I'm very hungry. I would like a big piece of beef, and I'd like it medium rare. I'd like it on a plate. I'd like it warm, not hot, but warm. I'd like some Worcestershire sauce. I'd like a fork. I'd like a knife. I'd like a napkin. I'd like a small glass of water. I'd like a large glass of water. And I'd like 1 leaf of lettuce for a garnish. For a garnish. And a buttered roll. Yes, and a buttered roll. I'd like a buttered roll as well. That's what he said. And when the waiter brought him back his dinner, he brought it covered, like in one of those covered things, one of those things that they unveil to you at a fancy restaurant. Dude, it was when he unveiled it, somehow Bronson Reed popped out of it. He was, he was butt naked. It was very. I'm just kidding.
He already ate everything on the plate. It was just him, and he was like finishing up that last bite, like.
Nah, but the big beefster himself, Bronson Reed, part of Braun and Bronson, attorneys at law. The big beefy boy himself. Seth wants a bite. He's back. He says, "I'm calling out Bronson Reed. He took me off the shelf for a while. Now I'm here. I'm back for my piece. Jake, are you looking forward to this? And give me your early prediction on who's winning that match."
A little piece of me thinks Bronson's winning, but I'm going to lean towards Seth.
So a little piece of you, but the bigger, beefier piece of you is saying Seth?
Yeah.
Nate, what do you think?
I think it's gonna be okay. I don't think it's gonna be anything crazy. But I think it'll be Seth.
I think it's going
I'm
to be...
not too excited about it.
I think it's going to be a great match. I love Seth to death, but I think you are absolutely crazy not to put Bronson over in this match. I think you're crazy. He's been an attraction at Raw. He's been one of the biggest things on Raw for he did lose to Braun Strowman, which Braun Strowman wrestled that entire match with a torn groin or something like that, I heard. Insane. He ripped his butt. You can't use Creamy for that. No. Creamy won't work. Yeah, no, dude, Bronson, he's a star over there, dude. He's been pushed and very well by Triple H recently, and I don't think they're going to screw that up here by having him lose the first match. There's going to be many probably between them, and you got to have some filler before the big lead up when Punk comes back and Seth, ruins his day. So Seth losing a match here early before the WrestleMania lead up really gets going isn't going to hurt him. Especially if it's on some cheap stuff. Bronson is a heel. Punk wouldn't do that. That's, Punk needs to stop interrupting people's matches to start feuds. That's getting a little old. He needs to, let's do something else.
But what do you do with Bronson after the Seth feud? Like, where does it go after that?
Well, that's pretty far down the road. I don't know, dude. I mean, at that point, who knows? At that point, who knows what they're setting up? I mean,
yeah,
could be Bronson versus Gunther. Who do we got in the chat? We got Gaudy LXT. What's up, brother? Finally, motherfucking made it. Godly LXT. Godly LXT. What's up? Glad you made it. Fantastic. Yeah, Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, big beefster, big beef castle, Bronson. I think you're insane to not put him over in this first match. If there is multiple matches, maybe there won't be. Maybe not until later. Who knows? But I think there will be some filler here. But before we get Seth Rollins and CM Punk, which I think will be the Mania match. That's the match we need. That's the match I want. It's the match I crave.
Facts. I crave that too. You know what I also crave on a nice hot day with a rash? I crave creamy.
Snap. He just
Crave creamy. Wow, you're craving it. You've been chafing so bad.
You know when you're on the beach and you're craving that next cocktail, but then
I thought you were gonna say something way different for a second.
Yeah,
you crave that next cocktail, and then you're laying on the beach with your significant other, and you're just rolling around in the sand, and then you're like, oh, got sand all up
in my ass.
Yeah, all up in my butt, and how am I going to get this out? I know I'm going to have a rash. I know it's going to burn, too, when I go into a hot shower. You know what you do? You drive over to that CVS, you drive over to that Walmart, and you spend $3.29 on some creamies. Because guess what?
That's cheap. $3.29 for a creamy?
Yeah.
For some A&D, dude? For some Aquifer?
You use discount code Jacob and you save 10%. On some creamies. Who's this guy?
Says, what's up, bro? It's Juan, man. Oh, it's Juan. Career versus career would be crazy. We haven't had one for a while. Oh, career. You're saying Seth versus Punk. Career versus career. I'd love that because pick Seth. Seth would win, and CM Punk could retire and go hang out with his dog and his wife. And, because that's all he talks about is his dog and his wife. I got a dog and a wife at home. Mindy's Bakery, cookies, Chicago.
CM Punk, when he's done wrestling, he's going to be in NXT. Shawn Michaels has already said CM Punk will take his spot.
What? Shawn Michaels already said that? Did Shawn Michaels even know he was there?
Was Shawn Michaels looking him in the eye?
Yeah. Nate got it. Nate got it.
Do you know what he's actually looking at? It's crazy.
Yeah, dude. No.
Did his eyes get worse like over the years?
I mean,
that's where it wasn't that bad.
Most definitely. He's always had a lazy eye, but they most definitely have gotten more inward.
Yeah, he's still the Heartbreak Kid, You think
I'm
cute? You know I'm sexy.
It's really funny him coming out. He's like, "You think I'm cute? You know I'm sexy with that eye now."
Yes. You don't know if he's looking at you or the person next to you.
My thighs hurt. Oh my God! I need some creamy now.
All right, Jake's drilling the creamy thing into the ground.
I had to make up.
He flopped the first two. Now he's trying to.
Yeah, he's trying to make up for it. He's trying to make up.
Let's moving on from Seth and Bronson. Let's talk about what's going on with Xavier Woods.
Oh, the New Day debacle.
I think we're nailing it right here on the 10-year anniversary. I think it's happening.
Mhm.
I think it's happening.
Nah, dead ass, and his homie with cancer, which is sad, praying for health. Wait, what? Nah, dead ass, and his homie with cancer, which is sad, praying for health. I don't know what that means.
Didn't CM Punk say he's got a friend on one of his promos and he's got cancer? Is that what he's referring to?
Oh yeah, CM Punk's like, there's a hockey player I know or something. He's battling every day. Yeah, he said that in one of his big babyface promos to make everyone sympathize for him. I mean, yeah, I hope his friend. I hope no one dies from cancer. It's terrible. Did you see Javon versus Randy? Javon
Yeah, that was on NXT.
versus Randy. That's Jacob's NXT moment, baby.
He botched the RKO.
Yeah, he botched real bad, live on TV. And he literally after the match, he looked at Randy and was like, "Dude, I'm sorry."
Which, to be fair, he did like a 720, whatever that was.
No, he just spun sideways. He just did he just kept spinning.
But I feel like he did.
And Randy still did a back bump.
Yeah, that. I mean, I saw the botch. Yeah, I felt bad for him. Of course, I saw it. I was like, "Dang, man, damn, what could have been? Damn, what could have been?" And yeah, you could tell Randy was like being totally cool afterwards. Like,
Picked him right up and RKO'd him, and then he fell on his head. He it's not. can't beat Evan Bourne. That RKO is
Yeah,
too
that
damn
was
good.
great. It was.
Yeah, so I didn't see the match. To answer your question, Juan, I didn't see the match in full, but I did see the spot, man.
I didn't see
Saw
Like,
the
yeah,
spot.
everyone
so
saw the botch.
I got to see what's happened in AEW.
No, we're not having an AEW moment. This is Jacob's NXT moment, and that was it right there. That was your NXT moment because we're going to move on to what you said before, and that's the New Day debacle here.
Yes.
The New Day debacle here, taking place over on Monday Night Raw. Kofi Kingston costing what it seems not really costing, coming out ringside for Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods losing the match, and then Kofi getting into the ring and shaking hands with Jey Uso, and Xavier being like, "Why are you doing that? Come on, man!" Like what? I mean, which is true, kind of. Like, why are you getting in the ring and just being so friendly with Jey Uso right away? I just lost. Can we chill out a sec, dude? Like, what's the deal with that? I don't know. It'd irritate me. So I thought Xavier had every right to be irritated here. Jake, what are your thoughts here? Where do you think this is ultimately headed? You think it's still headed to the direction we thought, in the 10-year anniversary, it's going to be the blow up of Xavier Woods?
Oh yeah, he's gonna go ape shit.
I like that. I mean, I'm not mad at it. I think it's fun. I think it's the most interesting they've been in a long time, and I'm excited to watch.
Yep. Me too.
There was no more development there, though. I don't think. Right? That was it. That was it there on that on Raw.
Talk about one thing. Xavier Woods will be heel very soon. Can't wait. And I do want to talk about, it was backstage. It was a backstage segment with Karrion Kross, my boy, and The Miz and R-Truth. R-Truth comes in there and goes, "Miz, you were misunderstand. You misunderstood. I'm not in the Judgment Day anymore. Why'd you kick me in the face?" And Miz goes, "No, I did that on purpose. Awesome Truth is done." And he goes, "Dude, our kids play together. I thought we were brothers, man." And everyone's like, "Damn, that hit hard. That hit hard on R-Truth." And then he was like, "I'm going to go talk to Adam Pearce and get you a match." And then now it's set for next week, Miz versus R-Truth. But while Miz was talking to Karrion, a little flicker happened on the screen, and it said, "There you are." The Wyatt Six is going to kill The Miz.
I disagree. I think the Wyatt Six are going after Karrion Kross.
I hope.
It is not
That's
The
what we
Miz
thought.
who's being. If they go after The Miz, what kind of feud is that? It's another Chad Gable type feud we're getting here. Another. I think if you put them versus Karrion Kross, you could have them in tag matches, and then finally you get the one-on-one match between Howdy and Kross. That's definitely what we're getting.
Creepy.
That's yeah, we're getting creepy on creepy, and I'm kind of for that. I think that's the best probably direction. I can't stand Karrion Kross. It's well documented. I think he's boring and generic, and I mean I don't think he's a bad guy. I'm sure he's fine and great. But the character has never done anything for me, and especially when he had Scarlett coming out for him, he was just kind of like a background character for her. She was the main event during his entrance, during everything. During the matches, the cameras were on her, and so I mean, I've never really appreciated. I feel like I need to explain myself every time I say I don't like a wrestler, but it's just it's not them I don't like. It's the character. It's the character. We're talking about wrestling. Yeah. So, we froze. Nate, you did something.
Oh no.
Juan didn't like breaking up the New Day. He froze us. Nah, we froze. We'll be back in just a moment, guys. Give me 1 second, and I'll get us unfrozen. Pretty good streak that we had going. And we will be back in just a moment here. Let me get us opened up and get Nate back on the call. Oh, yeah, Juan, we are excited for SmackDown. To answer your question, we're very excited. Jacob, me and Jacob are going to be making signs here soon.
Oh, yeah. What did it say? Yeah. Oh, yeah. We are. I'm super stoked. I will be there. We will be there. And can't wait. Can't wait to see, the Motor City Machine Guns hopefully debut. That'd be sick.
Oh, wow. That would be exciting. I'd love to see Let's see a debut.
We're also
Uh-oh.
gonna see WWE Speed.
Is it frozen again?
No, we're back.
It's on SmackDown.
Oh.
We're gonna see Speed, dude. I can't wait to see the Speed champion, Candice LeRae.
Oh, Candice LeRae.
Yeah.
She's the speed champion?
Yep. There's a Speed's Women's Championship now.
Oh lordy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I do.
It's NXT moment.
I do
oh
have
yeah,
an
I
opinion
guess we
on
can
the
get rid of
Karrion-
the NXT moment, right? Too many
I
graphics
do
on
have an
screen.
opinion about the carrying cross thing.
Yeah, go ahead, Nate. Sorry, we cut you
thought-
off.
No, you're fine. I thought the way you just talked about how carrying cross is going after. Well, no, sorry. Uncle Creamy's going after carrying cross. I was thinking about that, thinking back how it made sense because if you think about it, he broke up New Day. Like he started the kind of beefing between the New Day, like splitting them in half, and now he's doing it to R-Truth and Miz. So that's two teams that he kind of put a. I'm trying to find the
A
word, but I
wedge,
can't
a
find it.
wedge in
A
between.
wedge.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's wedging two families.
a wedge salad.
Yeah, he's wedging two families. So it's kind of like they're like, okay, now we know our next person. Because that's their whole mission is to go after people that are messing with families, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like
I
the
guess.
Uncle
Yeah, I
Howdy
guess
and
so.
You're not
Yeah, you're messing with families. Yeah, which is weird how they never went after Jey Uso, or any of those guys. Maybe they're
I still
saving
think
that.
that's the big. Remember we talked about that. I think that's like the big.
That's
That's
the big one.
Big match.
That's the
Yeah,
big
that's
one.
The big one. The
Okay.
bloodline one.
You have the
Yeah.
Jacob, the Tongans versus the Wyatt Six at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah. I mean, hey, I'll take anything like that. That's nice. Very
You go
nice.
so- If it's still solo running things, you go Bloodline 2.0 versus Uncle Howdy. That'll be good.
Dude, whatever, dude. I want The Rock versus Uncle Howdy. Jake, come on, man. You
Yeah.
don't want it?
You can do that.
I do. I want
You can do
Uncle
that.
Creamy to destroy The Rock. I want The Rock to get powerbombed off.
Sister Abigail to The Rock. Oh,
Oh,
my
that'd be-
God.
1, 2,
Dude, that would go crazy.
His
though.
bald head split wide open like a coconut. My God.
You know, I do want to say I don't like what's on the end of this docket.
Well, we'll get to the end. We'll get to the end, but let me just say that well, yeah, that's the point. I save it for the end so it doesn't disrupt anyone. Let me just say before we bring a close, I guess, to all the wrestling banter here. Hold on, let me read a chat here. Juan says, hopefully it's good to see you guys there. He's talking about SmackDown. Yes. Hopefully so, dude. I don't know what we're gonna be excited, man. I can't wait to make some signs and scream and yell and hoot and holler.
Piss people off.
And I'm not gonna make anybody mad. But I'm gonna have fun.
Might make some kids mad if
Yeah, and then he says Bloodline versus Wyatt Six would be fire. Yes, it would. I think that'd be awesome. I'm waiting for another Shield Wyatt moment. Like you remember when the Shield and the Wyatts came face to face for the first time, and the crowd
I do.
chanted. If you go back and watch it, it's very amazing. The crowd chants "Holy shit" before they even do anything. They're not doing anything. They're just looking at each other, and the crowd's like, "Holy shit." Here we go. And that's kind of the moment I'm looking for in for the Wyatts. They need that moment, and we could get it kind of with AOP and Cross and them. I mean, sort of. I don't really think Cross and them are over. I think the Wyatts are over. And I think that if anything, this is them doing a favor to Karrion. Jake, are you serious, dude? What's wrong with you, dude? Why don't you just go How? How is it during our show that you've got to rip ass constantly, dude? I'm a night farter.
A knife order.
Is what he said.
I'm a night farter, dude.
That's when you decide to eat all your snacks and stuff, so it comes out your butt.
Yeah, I'm still on that shitty night schedule where I don't get hungry until late as hell. So then I got all that, eat all the food, and then it just comes right out. And then I poop as soon as I wake up in the morning.
And then you rub cream on your butt.
No, I use a bidet. I get my butt nice and wet, and then I grab a nice wet wipe, double wet.
That's too wet, dude. You're just
Oh.
smearing wet
And
shit
then I grab a
around your
blow
ass.
dryer. I
Yeah.
grab a blow dryer and I blow dry my butt dry.
All right, enough talk about Jake's ass, dude. I feel like that's
Yeah.
all that we ever talk
Yeah.
about is your dumb butt, dude.
Farting and this episode.
What the
creaming.
hell?
Look at this shirt, though, Nate.
Well, before we get to our Survivor 47 talk, because just so you know, on this show, guys, I do have my own little corner, and it's called Pro Wrestling Survivor. Juan says you're like his cousin Kyle, dude. Kyle be farting. Oh, Giant Jake said he could have a fart off with Kyle and take him down.
Does Kyle have over 80 videos of proof of real?
Yeah, Jake documents all his farts, so you better. He's got them on. You should see it. If you go into Jake's room and go into his filing cabinet and you look under F, it's just cram packed because of all the farts he documents.
Does Kyle have a YouTube channel with 100 subscribers just listening to his farts?
Jesus, Jake. The more we talk about it, the worse it sounds. It sounds like you need to go to therapy for that. No, so as you know, I've been watching Survivor 47, the 47th season of Survivor. Nate, you watch tonight?
Yes, sir. Every week.
All right, baby. Yeah. And we're up to episode 4. This was a very fun episode, dude. I had a lot of fun during this episode. I didn't take as many notes as I normally do. But before we get, well, actually, no, let's do it right now. How this started off for rough for Teeny, who went and apologized for writing someone's name down, which I'm like, you don't have to apologize. It's a game. Like, why are you going around apologizing, voting for people? That's not how you play. Come on, man. Stop trying to play both sides, Teeny. Like, let's pick a lane here. And then we got some footage of Sam, the sportscaster, on this episode. Proof that he is a better rapper than Rome, who could have been a professional rapper, according to Rome. I thought that was really funny. Him just sitting there rapping, being like, yeah, Jeff Probst, we're going to the challenge, and you're gonna know. Yeah. Yeah, it was so funny, dude. It was so white guy rapping. I was like, yes, this is funny. Dude, and then, I thought the highlight of the show for me was Sue. Sue was the highlight when she was looking for that idol. First of all, Sue got a full-fledged idol. Only one in the game who got like just a straight-up idol. But there was a thing to it in that it was covered in like red paint. It was like covered in like this.
They played her, dude.
They did, dude. They pranked her. It was like a prank.
Was that the first time they've done that?
Yeah, I've never seen it to where where the thing was you found an idol, but everyone's gonna know about it because you got a mess to clean up. Just a bunch of red paint all over the place.
And can we say when she said, "I bit my tongue," that was the dumbest lie ever. Why'd you go? I bit my. Why is your tongue having that much blood on your hands and
your face and all over the ground and all this stuff?
My wife was like, she should have said she fell and like scraped her chin and her knees or something. And then like the machete was for the coconuts. I bit my tongue. That was insane.
Dude, she was just caught off guard because first of all, she just got an idol, so she's like, oh shit, her adrenaline was bumping. She didn't expect the red paint. She's going all, dude. I could imagine. I don't know what I would have done. I probably would have just left it.
Yeah, no, but that paint was great. Honestly, they played that. Whoever thought of that idea was twisted minded.
The idol sabotage, sabotage idol, very very crazy, dude. I thought that was great. Sue's one of my favorites, dude. I think she's good, dude. First time viewer, love the pod, guys. Says Joshua Baldwin. Thank you, Joshua. Dude, appreciate that, man. A fellow Josh, man, coming in here. I love it, dude. I love it. We're here every Wednesday at 10:15 Eastern Standard Time. You know Josh?
He's one of my friends in Roanoke.
He is? Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's 5 minutes from our Nana and Pawpaw's house.
Oh, really? Oh, small world. First time viewer. Love the pod. Dude, okay. Hey, man, does he listen or something? Does he listen to the back catalog or something? That's cool. That's fun.
And you know how I'm friends with, you know the last name Tingler, don't you?
No, I don't.
Levitsky.
No, don't be naming people. I know. Yeah, I know that last name.
We're friends with his little brother.
Okay. Okay, cool. Welcome in, Josh, dude. Glad you're here, dude. Subscribe if you haven't. Tell your friends. Tell everyone you know, dude. Yeah.
You might as well just give us your social security because Josh just gave us. No, not Josh. Jake just gave us your last name. So
Yeah.
now we
Please
want
give
all
out
your
your credit.
information.
Please send your credit card information into the chat, and that'll do.
And let me know if you get a rash. I can put you in the right
And if you got a rash, Jake's got the he's got
Creamy.
the things that'll cure it right up.
If you're trying to be bald, we got some marinara on the back.
Yeah, I got
Some
some
storage.
marinara.
Yeah,
You
some
guys can
marinara.
see,
Well, they're not a
yeah.
sponsor anymore. We can't.
It's not a sponsor, but Josh just has backup. He didn't sell.
Yeah. So anyway, Nate, let me get back to my Survivor. Pro Wrestling Survivor. We had the challenge. This challenge was your standard challenge where there's a bunch of endurance for no reason.
And then puzzle.
Where you could have just had them sit there and be like, pick two of you to do a puzzle. And then first team to complete the puzzle wins. Yeah, all the endurance is for really no reason. So,
And then Rum shit the bed.
yeah, because Rome's there first. And, dude, this guy, by the way he plays, like, I would never want to play sports with him or games with him. This guy is such a, like, look at me, I'm the star of the show. He puts himself at the end of the challenge so he can be the star, and then sits there and lets the other person work through all the other stuff while he sits directly in front of the puzzle and tries to piece together. I don't know. It was just that was annoying the shit out of me. And I was like, God, Rome's like, I know he's the heel here on this season.
Big
And I'm
bully.
like,
Big bully Rum.
and I love the heels, but I'll be damned if I do not like Rome. He's so annoying. He's
Well,
in
it's
the
just crazy
thumbnail
'cause-
here tonight, so yeah,
It's just
congratulations.
crazy because he talked all that shit the episode, and then he goes and chokes on the puzzle. It's like, dude,
Yeah.
you can't talk all that crap and then go
And he
freaking.
owned it. He owned it, but
Yeah.
I mean, still, dude. I mean, I feel like when he owns things and when he apologizes, like when he apologized to Saul earlier they're all half-assed. They're like super half-assed. He's like throwing one butt cheek at all these people, dude. Super
Yeah,
half-assed. And Rome, he thinks he's in charge, but I thought for a second, they lose the challenge. So they lose the challenge. And I thought for a second that Rome was in charge. And then I thought, oh no, he's not in charge. Keyshawn's in charge. Out of nowhere. I'm like, Keyshawn's in charge? And it seems like he's running the show. But then I realize it's Genevieve, the most quiet person all season, I would say, out of these first 4 episodes. The most quiet person. Who is Genevieve? That's like the joke on the Survivor Reddit. Who is Genevieve? Because you haven't seen, she's just kind of been like the right-hand person to Rome. You haven't really seen her talk, do much. She's the one that's in charge, actually, because she doesn't like the fact that Keyshawn's trying to bring her in over to her side. I mean, like trying to take Rome out when, she's with Rome. And it was going to
she
be.
doesn't like Rome because he's rude. And she doesn't like Saul because Rome doesn't like Saul. So she's like in all 3.
Yeah, she's in all three pots. So she's like, you know what? I want to get Keyshawn out because he's the one trying to throw my number 1 out.
You
And
always get out the strategist.
and I'll be damned, dude. It went to tribal tonight, and it worked. All her talking convinced Rome he had to steal a vote, and he used that steal a vote on Keyshawn. Keyshawn was stunned. He was like, holy shit. And, dude, that little package they played for Keyshawn when it showed him talking to everybody and being like, I want to cause chaos. Like,
Yep.
that shit had me laughing. And then you cut to him at Tribal being like, oh, you stole my vote?
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe it, dude. Oh, we fucking froze again, dude.
Oh, man.
Always towards the end.
It's because of the Survivor talk.
It's not because of the Survivor talk, Jake. It's because look how you're looking at me. That's why. No, dude. Survivor was good tonight, Jake. You would enjoy the show if you watched it. I'm telling you now. We'll be right back, guys. I'm getting this back onto the screen. Discord crashed. So we're getting it back up right now. And we're in. Right? Nate, you there?
Yep.
All right, we're back.
On you.
We're back. Sorry about that, everybody. Sorry, Josh. Sorry, everyone in the chat. All, what is it, 3 in there?
2. I'm 1.
Oh, it's magic. Yeah, it's because we start talking about
Yeah.
Survivor.
Yeah, and everyone checks out.
But yeah, dude. I thought this tribal was great. This tribal was fun. Keyshawn totally stunned. Almost seemed like he was gonna be pissed, and then he was like probably the best sport I've ever seen leave Survivor. He was
Yeah.
like, I had so much fun. Like, damn, they got me. What a blindside. like,
Well, I was convinced Rome was going this episode, and then when they pulled the Keyshawn thing, I was like, oh my goodness, y'all convinced me this entire episode. Okay, it's Rome. If they lose, it's Rome. Easy.
I wasn't
And then boom.
convinced. I wasn't convinced at all. I thought it was Saul. I thought they were trying. I thought production was trying to throw me off to have me
Yeah.
think it was Rome. And I was like, it's really just Saul. Everybody is just going to go with getting Saul out. They're going to keep Rome around. He's got to steal a vote. He told everybody. Everybody already knows he's got to steal a vote. I thought it was crazy how he was just threatening Saul. Dude, I don't know how Saul keeps his composure.
Holy. Yeah.
Like, because, and I don't want to say this because I would love to be a future contestant of the program. But, I'd probably have to grit my teeth. And with cameras around, it's probably a lot easier to grit and bear. But, Lord Jesus, would I be sitting there just imagining me headbutting Rome right in his stupid urinal teeth, his stupid row of urinals there, just knocking each one down like a bowling pin. Oh, my goodness.
Well, he said it. He's like, dude, is this real? Because, like, the
Yeah,
size of you. He said it to him, like, the size of you talking to me, like, the way you're talking to me is crazy.
Yeah, yeah, you're like being super threatening all this. And
Yeah,
I don't know
he's
if
like,
you
dude,
know.
he's like, in the real world, I will lay your ass out. Like,
Yeah, in the
right
real
here.
world, Saul would like bend him like a goddamn Slim Jim. Like, dude. Yeah, he'd be his toothpick. So I'll be walking around with a little Rome toothpick. Like, oh my goodness. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. But Saul lives. He lives. He lives
Again.
on to see another day. Yeah.
And Rome too.
Fun episode, dude. Really fun.
Yeah, it was.
My player of the game has got to be Genevieve, though. Or no, you know what? It's Sue, dude. It's Sue. It's Crazy Sue. Genevieve,
Yeah.
she just kind of appeared. Crazy Sue is the player of the game.
Because that cleanup on that paint was insane. Because that
And I'm
paint
not,
was
yeah.
everywhere.
I'm not saying crazy in a bad way. It's a good way. Also, she like lied about her age in the middle of this.
Yeah. 48? Are you insane?
Dude, she's lying.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, why don't you say, like, 51, 52? Like, you don't have to say 58. But,
Yeah.
like, you went... Oh, she said 45. Was it 45?
Yeah, 45, dude.
45? You're
Yeah,
insane.
and Caleb's just like, oh yeah, you okay? He's like, well, you got a lot of life ahead. Then that's great.
I mean, it doesn't help that she has, like, plastic surgery all on her face, Botox in her face, but...
Yeah.
she doesn't look 45.
No, dude. She looks like older Natalia.
Unless she was... If she's 45, she did a lot of, like, drugs in her young years.
Oh, come on now.
That's awful.
Sorry, that's too deep.
Come on now. Don't talk about Sue like that.
But
Sue's
no,
getting
45 was
Sue's
crazy.
getting final 3, baby.
Sue for the win.
Sue,
No, I think Andy wins it.
Sue.
Andy
I was
wins it
gonna
all.
say Sue, Andy, and
Sportscaster.
No, my
Sue,
final three is Sue, Andy, and Rome.
Rome. God,
Rome's gonna win.
I
Rome,
don't
no,
think
Rome would
makes
not win.
No, Rome gets voted out merge.
Yeah,
He's too cocky, main character syndrome. Like, no one's gonna want that around.
yeah. And then what? And you know what? I don't like the guy who thinks he's Russell Hantz out there, who's like, I got Sue under my wing. These two
Yeah, that
girls are
guy's not- yeah.
girls are little broken birds. He's like trying to be Russell Hantz way too hard
Well,
out there.
supposedly, looks like next week he's a big part of next week episode.
Yeah, he's gonna be in trouble next week. It looks
I
like.
think Rome's gonna start hiding in trees and pull out a big Tony.
Now pull out his big Tony. What?
He's gonna pull out a Tony. He's gonna pull a Tony, and he's gonna start hiding in trees. And he's gonna start snooping, and Rome's gonna win.
Hey yo. No, Rome's
Dude,
definitely
Vic
not
is-
gonna win.
Vic is watching.
No, I'm not.
All right, guys. We got to end the show. We're a little bit over.
Remember to always wipe your butt thoroughly every day.
Jake, don't talk while I'm doing the ending. Or over me, ever. But this is Pro Wrestling Sauce. We're here every Wednesday, right here, 10:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Slipperhouse Extra Extra YouTube channel or slipperhouseextraextra.com. That just takes you directly to the YouTube channel. Hit subscribe and hit a thumbs up, hit a like. Watch all the videos. Watch House Assembly. We're always goofing off on there. It's always a fun program over there. Check out my movie reviews. I've been doing a few different movie reviews for the month of October. Fun little thing I'm doing on the channel. Just a little popcorn perspective thing where I'm watching fun horror movies from, later horror movies. Like I watched Phantasm. That one's out. I watched Pumpkinhead. That was one of my favorite ones. And then the next one coming up is actually my favorite one I've put together so far. A movie called, I don't want to tell you. I don't want to give any spoilers. Just go and check it out. Check it out, all the stuff here on the channel. Oh, fun, great time. Yeah, it's been a fun night. Jacob, Cowboy Nate, what are you guys' parting words?
My parting words is small pumpkin.
Small pumpkin? Jake, I thought you could have really landed something with creamy there. Go ahead, Nate.
Marinara, we're open for new sponsorship if you want to come back and join us. Because
Yeah.
I need something. I'm growing my hair back.
No, I think
Some hair creamy, dude.
I think we actually do have some sort of sponsorship deal in the works with I can't say anything now because I don't want to screw it up. No, not them. That would be cool. We've been talking about Utz over on House Assembly, and we have some official Utz mail over here. Jake spotted it. An envelope with the Utz logo. Yeah. It's got a letter in there with the Utz letterhead on it and everything.
Nice.
Hopefully it's not a bad letter.
No, it's not a bad letter. They gave us some coupons.
Oh, yeah.
For free Utz.
I've been, I know we're trying to end, but I've been looking for those chips, by the way. The one that Lori said, the red hot barbecue.
Yeah, hot honey. Mike's hot honey.
Yeah. Oh, I did see them the other day. I thought that was it, but I wasn't sure.
Get a bag and see if there's any flavor in there, dude.
I need to next time I see him.
Yeah, get a bag and see if there's any flavor. All right, guys. Yeah, it's the end of the program. We'll be back next week. Josh O'Leary, Cowboy Nate, Jake.
Fantasy football.
Oh, fantasy football. Jake won a game. Oh, God.
All right, I'm out of here.
All right, guys. Oh, no. Jake, not in here. Stop.
That was my parting words. Wait, what about Matt?
You are listening to Pro Wrestling Sauce. My name is Matt Hardy, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Sauce. While you're here, I want you to like and subscribe because this is where you can find the best content about what is actually happening in the wrestling world. And a shout out to them boiled egg boys. Delete! 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 Ah!
Nice. Perfect 1 hour and 19 minutes.